Slide 14 of the blue Number and Operations digital notebook, and I'm going to go over multiplying with partial products, or multiplying when you have a larger number, 3,402, multiplied by 5. And you can't just use your math facts because you've got some bigger numbers going on. So when you have to multiply by a larger number like this, one way that you can do it is called partial products. And remember, the product is the answer to a multiplication problem. So partial products means finding parts of the answer and then putting them all together. So partial products means finding part of the product, then you add them all together to get the final product. So for example, 3,402 times 5 is the same thing as 2 times 5 plus 0 times 5 plus 400 times 5 plus 3,000 times 5. So we can just do each of those multiplications and then add the products together. So the first step is 5 times 2, and 5 times 2 is 10. So we're going to write 5 times 2 equals 10. So our first partial product is 10. Next, we're going to do 5 times 0 tens. And 0 tens is the same as 0 ones. It just means 0. So 5 times 0 is 0. So we're going to put that in the next blue box. 5 times 0 equals 0. Next, we're going to do 5 times 400. Now, if you know that 5 times 4 is 20, then you know that 5 times 400 is 2000, which is the same thing as 2,000. So 5 times 400 equals 2000, or 2,000. See how it got a little too big? I'm just going to make my box a little bigger to make it fit. 5 times 400 is 2,000. And finally, 5 times 3,000, 5 times 3 is 15. So 5 times 3,000 is 15,000. I'll make that a little bigger so it all fits. Still doesn't fit, so what I'm going to do is make the font a little smaller. Oops. There we go. Now it fits. It's okay if yours doesn't fit perfectly. Finally, we're going to add all of those together to get the final answer. So we've got 10 plus 0 plus 2,000 plus 15,000. So there are no digits in the ones place. So we're going to have 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0, which is 0. The tens place, we've got 1, 0 and 0 and 0. So we're going to have a 1 in the tens place. In the hundreds place, we don't have any hundreds here or here. We got 0 hundreds here and 0 hundreds here. So we're going to have a 0 in the hundreds place. In the thousands place, we've got no thousands here, no thousands here, 2,000 and 15,000. So we're going to add just the 1,000 here, the 5. 5 and 2 is 7. And then we still have this one 10,000. It's the only 10,000. So altogether, 17,010. If it's easier, and since these weren't lined up exactly, it may be easier if you wrote the numbers off to the side to add them up. So 15,000, 2,000, 10, and 0. You could line them up like that to add. That's what I did, but without writing it out separately. So the product of 3,402 times 5 is 17,010.